Colonization is just way out of your thinking. My own brother, thank you for relaxing here in this ecologically friendly environment. Professor Use, thank you, the Minister of Water Resources, the co-chair of this very wonderful project. The chairman of the Federal Technical Committee, our two permanent secretaries, thank you very much, the Permanent Secretary of Environment and Agriculture and Food Security. And of course, the honorable commissioners of the various states whose work definitely ensure that whatever we say on paper is translated down there on the ground. Thank you for the wonderful job you are doing, and we appreciate you for coming also. The World Bank, thank you very much. But of course, in particular, the primary tax team leader, the Iron Lady herself. Thank you for the wonderful job you are doing. Always thorough, always focus on ensuring that the right thing is done. That is the reason why there are attractions on the ground. Yourself and your, what do they call it, team members, we thank all of you for what you are doing. The technical expert, of course, our emeritus professor remains ever strong. We met in Lagos and we told you to give us the formula for us to remain as strong as you are. But you've not given us. Maybe in this landscape today, you will give us in the fifth chuka. Otherwise, we'll go and put you on a horse so that we'll... Yeah? All right, the national and state coordinators, the national project coordinator, my own brother, thank you very much, and all the state coordinators for the wonderful job you are doing. For anybody who is here, everybody who is here, who made it possible for us to be here, I want to thank you most sincerely for the role you've played for us to even stand here to talk. You are so many, I cannot mention everybody, but please accept this from me, that I acknowledge all of you for your roles. I am honored to join the chairman, the co-chairman, to welcome all of you to this pivotal midterm review as co-chairman of this Federal Steering Committee. And of course, as the supervising minister responsible for agricultural land and climate change management services in the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security. I have a particular stake in the success of ACReSAL, and because as it is, this project is about people's ability to grow food, sustain their families, build resilience against the creeping devastation of land degradation and climate change challenges. What more, viewed against the background of the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, one can then see the connection and urgency for transformation in this project. ACReSAL is not simply an environmental project. It is an agriculture and food security imperative. When we restore degraded farmlands, rehabilitate watersheds, and introduce climate-smart agronomic practices, we are investing directly in the productivity and livelihood of millions of smallholder farmers across the 19 northern states. The linkages between healthy land, reliable water, and food security are indivisible. And this ACReSAL project embodies these three components that are the intersection of the livelihood of our people. I am pleased to note that where implementation has proceeded as planned, we are already seeing early results, improved soil conditions, increased vegetation cover, and farmers beginning to adopt more resilient systems with noticeable improvement in family welfare. These are not small achievements. They are the seed of the transformation that were envisioned when ACReSAL was designed and approved. But we must not allow early wins to obscure the scale of what remains. Agricultural transformation at the scale ACReSAL envisions requires sustained effort, consistency of investment, and deep coordination across sectors. In the coming project period, we must focus particularly on scaling up climate-smart agricultural intervention, strengthening farmer training and extension services, improving access to climate-resilient seeds, inputs and technologies, and ensuring that youth and women, who are the backbone of food production, are not ignored. The integration of food security outcomes into project monitoring must also be given more focus. I want to urge our technical committees to ensure that agricultural indicators are tracked more vigorously so that data from the field fits into our decision making, and that state agricultural ministries are fully embedded in this effort. Implementation structures must also be emphasized, and here the project must lead to strengthening national institutions that will ensure sustainability of achieved milestones, creating innovations to deepen agricultural land management practices, and support efforts and interests of farmers to be resilient and remain so as the new normal. I wish to extend my appreciations to the World Bank for the vision and resources they have brought to this partnership. The bank investment in ACReSAL reflects a genuine understanding of the complex intersection across these competing areas that we have talked about. Therefore, we are grateful for their commitment and this project. Your technical teams have been a valuable resource to our federal and state counterparts, and the rigor you bring to project design and supervision has strengthened our systems. They have strengthened our systems. Special mention has to be made of the primary tax team leader, Dr. Joy Egaye, and your core TTLs. We thank you for your sustained interest and energy in a people's project requiring sustained effort. At the same time, I wish to gently note as follows. As a partner who shares the commitment of this project in ensuring results, that A, project implementation props up new possibilities and understanding not seen at conceptualization, and hence the need for these midterm reviews to accommodate all things and anything that will enhance success of the project within the confines of reasonability. B, that the road to end of project targets remain long. We will need the World Bank's active engagement, flexibility where circumstances demand it, and timely resolution of implementation constraints as we move into the project's second phase. We are in this together, and together we must close the gap between project ambition and achievement. In conclusion, the midterm review is a moment of accountability and a reality check. To the farmers in our fields, the communities in our landscapes, and the future generations who will inherit the land we are trying to restore. Let us rise to the accountability with seriousness and with resolve. Indeed, the communities, the people may be statistics in our documentation, but for us as political leaders, they are the real people with aspirations and hopes. And that is why President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, GCFR, would like us to guarantee to these communities, to these people, that indeed, with ACReSAL, hope is here. I look forward to the rich engagement ahead and to the concrete actions that will be coming out of this midterm review. It is on this note that I want to thank you most sincerely for your time, and we look forward to a robust engagement. Fortunately, my big brother brought us to a place where before you come out, you have to think twice. Abi? So thank you very much, and God bless.